Sudathip. Hello everyone. I'm Sutkhet Nakasathien, Vice President for Research and Creation, Kasetsart University. Today I would like to share with you about the success story of Reinventing University program of Kasetsart University. The activities that we are doing under this program compose of the outbound and inbound exchange program and conferences or webinar. I would like to introduce our 4 researchers who joined the Reinventing University program of our first year. We have Professor Metta from Department of Chemical Engineering. We have Dr. Chatchalerm from Earth Science. We have Dr. Sudathip from Food Science and the handsome guy from Genetics, Dr. Kornsorn. Starting for the outbound activity, we have Dr. Sudathip and Dr. Chatchalerm who joined the outbound program. I would like you to tell us for the laboratory that you have worked with and what did you do or your students have done in the laboratories.
I visited the Bavarian State Collection for Paleontology and Geology, Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich, Germany. And I went there for doing research on paleontology, which is the study of fossils, especially fossil snail from Southeast Asia.
So that's going to be another discovery for paleontology.
Yes, I hope so.
All right, and how about Dr. Sudathip?
I went to Pennsylvania State University, United States. I went to the Diet for Disease Prevention Lab. So what I have been doing is about the anti-cancer effect of the clove biomass extract. Yes.
Okay, that's going to be like trying to identify the active compound. That's going to be the future of this work.
Yes, the future of the work would be to identify the active compound, but what I have been doing is about finding what is the mechanism, what is how they can prevent the proliferation of the cancer cells.
Okay, and by having the Reinventing University program, is it difficult to look for our collaborator because we set up the criteria like the H index, for example, 25 or greater? Is it difficult for you to locate our collaborator, Dr. Chatchalerm?
Yes, first of all, I thought it would be difficult, but when I checked the profile of any professor that I'm interested, I thought that it's not that much difficult. And so I went back to the university that I pursue my PhD. Yes, and perfect match. I got the professor who has that.
Have you known him or her before?
Yes, because I did my PhD with him.
Okay, so that's your former advisor. How about Dr. Sudathip?
Actually, we are in the same situation. I went back to work with my advisor, but the area of work is totally different from previous, from my PhD study. So, and about the H index, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I mean, there's a lot of professors in abroad university. They have very high rank of the H index. They can do a lot of publications each year.
That reflect on the higher H index.
Yes.
And by joining the Reinventing University program, what is your big words to say about it that it's really helped or supporting your research program or your students? Does it help?
Yes, I think it actually it absolutely helped me and my students because first of all, I went there to work in the new area of the research. So I haven't done this before, and I think that during this program, I can hand-on everything by myself. So I know what is going to be a problem if I transfer this knowledge to my students. So it will be better compared to teaching someone without knowing anything. I mean, I can read books and teach them,
can
but
continue.
Yes, but with the direct experience that I have been during this program, I can teach them and I can help them to solve the problem easily.
I see. And how about you, Dr. Chatchalerm? Like in terms of supporting your research program, does it help in terms of continuing your previous work or your future work?
Yes, yeah, actually it's quite the same situation with you as well because yeah, although I graduated and also I did this work with my previous supervisor, but I have learned the new techniques and also the new methods for doing this kind of criteria. And also I think I try to communicate with the other colleagues and his colleagues as well from the university. So I think I experienced the new knowledge as well. And in my field, for example, I did my research in snail, only fossil snail. But when I back to this, I know that in Thailand there are many kinds of fossils. For example, not only snail but corals, dinosaurs, something like that. And now I have the graduate student who working with dinosaur, but I'm working with snail. So when I back to Munich this time, yeah, I try to finding the new collaboration, yeah, to be an advisor for my student as well. And also I bring this technique and this method to transfer and adapt to my research in Thailand and try to set up everything in our own laboratory in Kasetsart University.
Okay, great. And how long ago did you finish before you?
I graduated in 2012.
Sorry to ask, but I just want to see like the networking still there.
Yes, the networking is still there, but I think that going back to the university that I graduated during this time when I worked here for quite a while is possible. I mean, it's positive for me. Because right now I set up my lab already. I have my own theme of the research, and my advisor also has his own theme of the research. So we could collaborate easily. So I didn't go there working there as his student anymore, but we go there and discuss and talk about the future collaboration as well. And because I going there as a lecturer, I mean as a visiting scholar,
different status.
Yeah, with different status. So everyone respect me as the collaborator, not the student. So we talk about the future collaboration. We talk about writing the grant together. So it's very good opportunities.
So keep continuing to be different kinds of work.
Yes.
And like Dr. Kornsorn, he's a quite experienced faculty member from the Faculty of Science. He's an expert in biodiversity, bioinformatics. But the activity that Dr. Kornsorn joined us under the Reinventing University program is like the inbound exchange professor. That means you have a professor with us at Kasetsart University. Please share with us what do you do?
Thank you so much for this statement and this introductions. In my case, that's become different from the two formulas because it looks like the incubator for the researcher to grow up. But in my case, that a part of the visiting professor, I also join with to sending students to join in other, and also I also get the postdoc to work and also visiting professor. So things become just like the Reinventing program becomes the accelerator to push the hub of my research to expand globally. I mean, because I work a lot for a long time with some professor and incubator something before. So now it seems like that I want to expand. So the visiting professor become to show us for the visibility of us to globally and also change the idea and bring the ecosystem or eco idea for all students and all researchers. The postdoc researcher becomes to expand the new visions in my lab and in my research group. So I believe that before here, I believe that we can work all like any part of the world. However, when the postdoc come here, so they bring something new or bring something new vision or new idea to change to make the new innovations of the research. For example, one guy that they work in bioinformatics, they can support us for many programs that we can accelerate our publications.
And from what you got a chance to work with visiting professor or researchers, did you find that the Thai student can engage to like our collaborator easily, or it is quite difficult for our Thai students to work with them?
Yes, easier. It's more easier because the point is so they can talk directly. They actually, if no chance like this, it's impossible for students to talk. They're very shy. So here they can share, they can talk, they can bring someone to go around here, and that is the point. So if you work already in the scientific, it's difficult to share and to bridge together. But if here now they can share, they can talk apart of science. So that is
like the daily life
Yes,
activities.
yes.
They can take our visitor to different places.
Yes,
To
yes.
see this and that.
Yes.
And how about in terms of engaging into the scientific work? Did you find or did you see any problems, like when they work together or when they try to light up the publication or the pieces of work together?
I think the problem is not the research, but it's about the, how can I say, the regulations of the countries that will become difficult for the foreign people or foreign researcher to be here. So a lot of documents and a lot of responses that I think it would be great if we can set up the protocol like the normal, and our staff can help this to be normal. So it seems that now, but it is a new for our university. That's why it become a bit problem. But now we can sort out all. Yes.
Now we move to Dr. Metta. She has been with Kasetsart for quite some time. How many years with the experience with Kasetsart University?
It is about 22 years.
22
Yeah.
years. And after you listen to our young researchers who went abroad and also hosting the visiting professor and also sending our postdoc abroad, what do you think in terms of the way that Kasetsart nurture our younger generation?
I think I feel a lot more relief.
Relief?
Yeah. Why? Because we worked long time ago, and then we didn't try to send our staff outside. And also visiting professor, this is also very good chance and good opportunity for us that we can not only incubate, but we can have a rising star. And this is very good for us. Why? And if we have a chance, can create a lot more number of our younger staff like this. What will be happen to our university? It will be very good.
So like the impact research.
Not only the publications, the citations, and then we have the H-index and the others. And I think it will improve everything for us in the case of the to elevate the status of our university in the future.
The these days situation about the university ranking,
Yeah, that is
that we
right.
try to boost up the number of publications, the international network, and this and that.
So looking forward.
I have our rising stars.
Yeah.
And
that is nice.
from Dr. Kornsorn's experience by having the visiting professor with us, that you think that how can you maintain the network and to continue working with them and also contributing to our younger generation or to other related research network?
So the first thing that we have the common interest together between me and the host, I mean between me and professor or postdoc. That's why we can go on any activities, the research. But the thing that we can maintain is because we have common interest, because we work, we know the culture from each other. So I think we should go on more than the research, but we can make for develop the international research grant together. That is the key point. So without this program, it's impossible to make I can say that almost impossible to develop research grant proposal because we don't know each other much. And after we work together, we can share for our research to our colleague even if in Thailand or in other country, or even if in the research communities that we work together. So the point is now, the research grant for international, we need some more people, not only one by one, but we need some more country, we need some more, not only the research publication, but also for developing something in communities in each country. So in this case, if we can maintain this, we can put the research international proposals, and we can develop things that like effective. It's better than last time.
Yeah, your answer seems to be like borderless, that we don't have the border like between the departments within the faculty, and also extending the collaboration to other faculties,
Yes.
other university,
Yes.
other universities in different countries.
Yes.
And I have seen your work in so many countries with many researchers from different countries in
Yes.
your work.
Yes.
That's very impressive when I visited your research group. That's very nice. And from having the connectivity of working abroad with a famous professor, how do you feel about the environment by your own that you are there again? And how about your students? Do you think that there is an opportunity for your students to go there or to follow your footsteps, Dr. Chatchalerm or Dr. Sudathip?
I think it's very good opportunities because I mean, when I went there, we can talk about our common interest, and what we think in the same way is we don't agree with sending the samples and okay, you test this for me, I can test for you, but we agree that we want to exchange the student because that's why we have the different specialized. So he said that he can learn from my student and he can train some new equipment, new techniques for my student as well. And when he can send his student to Kasetsart University, he would love to have his student learn something from my lab as well. So it will be better.
Yeah, by our experience, so we are the ones who can share to the famous research group too, right? Now we are back to Dr. Metta again. Like under the Reinventing University program, it's not only the outbound or inbound exchange program. We also ran the activity of conferences and webinars. Dr. Metta, that she's the one who tries so hard in the network of the process engineering or material engineering. Did you find the importance or the Reinventing University program helped for extending the network or having a deeper discussion through our conference that we organize?
Yeah, I think even the conference has already finished, but you know, we still can extend our networking. We can strengthen our partner, like a strategic partner, and in that case, I think we success for this point very much because not only the small group like before, we also can extend our group to other universities in country, and also we can extend to the other country that they come and visit us, of course with the webinar, even the short period of the discussion, but we can have some kind of the like a something that we interest together and we can expand that work. And because this work at this period, we do focus on the waste utilization conversion, and also we try to minimize many things and have it efficient for the future, like a waste valorization. So in that case, we got a lot more support from the supervisors or even for the professors from foreign countries.
How about the students? Did they join? Did you get a chance to join?
I think this is very good chance and very best opportunity for our students because this is the time period for them that they can listen to the experienced people directly, and everyone like sit and then comment, give the comment, and that is very good for them because they can take everything.
And also it's
it.
like the good record on the comments that has been written
we keep everything because
Wow.
this is the time
That
period
is
that we need to
the
take.
positive side.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the-
yeah. And after the time period, even we cannot have the like a lunch parties or even the banquet, but we also can join the like a we have the close up the conference at that time period that we can give the like a suggestion from everyone in the groups, and this is very good chance for us and also for our students.
And after the pandemic, or when the situation is getting better right now we are in October of 2022. What is your idea in terms of organizing the conference or the webinar or other format of the conference? Dr. Kornsorn, you seem to have many experience of like organizing. Like I saw you went to Vietnam,
Yes.
but any idea, or you keep doing the same thing, or we can use a hybrid or which forms?
Yes, thank you so much. I think that we can make something different from the last time. Two ways. One way is to just like to be the host here and invite somebody to be here. But another way is I think we should share our experience or our workshop in different countries that we might expand our research network. For example, at first about in ASEAN that we can make something a workshop or something the local conference there, but in our team that we can go. And in some country, for example, in South Asia or some in East Asia, so we can do something like this. I think two ways: the conference here, and we make the workshop over there or conference over there by our hosts. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
that's
great. In either form of the conference, the on-site or the hybrid or the webinar, I think under the restriction or under the limitation, it changed the whole arena of the conference. And Kasetsart University adapted pretty well.
Very well, yeah.
We are so proud of ourselves on that.
Yeah.
And yes, coming to the last part that asking Dr. Sudathip and Dr. Chatchalerm as our younger generation of researcher of Kasetsart University towards our students. You think that what would you like to have a better design for our students in terms of international people, international researcher in the picture of Kasetsart University to show the world of our younger generation as the future professor of Kasetsart University? You think that what can we do to help them?
As a professor of Kasetsart University, I think what we can do to help our students is to get them exposed to the international environment, not only to let them exposed to the higher technologies, and we need to admit that the international collaboration, they have more high technology to put equipments that can help the publication go to the higher impact factor journals, and those things could help the student not in terms of the publication as well, but they also help the student to think, because most we need to accept that when the environment in the foreign country, they have more the environments of the research more than only the study. So that's the important things for the students.
How about you, Chatchalerm?
Yes, I think so, because now we have the big picture, and also the most important thing for me to encourage our students is the try to support and also try to improve their future skill set. And I think it also make them to think like a global skill set, something like that, and try to make them to proud to be Thai researcher. Yeah, that is the most important thing. And I think now the environment in our university, we have we have enough facility to facilitate them, and also just try to make the environment in our university as the academic environment, and also support in every activities for them. I think it would be happen soon.
Wow. Yeah, by the answers of our from Dr. Sudathip and Dr. Chatchalerm that made me have like good swamp that really have a clearer picture of the future research, especially the keyword of the global research citizen that we would like our younger researcher to be. And back to Ajahn Kornsorn. With the big research group, like many international researchers, Thai researchers, students, helpers, this and that, do you think that Kasetsart should have the platform like this that we can support or we can extend as a research cluster? Like for example, okay, we are the experts in biodiversity, in bioinformatics. Do you think that we should have like something like this, many cluster like this for Kasetsart?
Yes, I don't think that we should, but we must.
We must.
That's the point. So the point is, so now the situation is we send and we collaborate with each person or each younger researcher, young lecturer, or young or professor. But I think we should have something like the symposium, consortium or cluster in each common interest, and we go on that the team, not only one person. So sometimes we cannot go by only one people, but we should go with the team, 3 or 4 people or 5 people or 10 people, and share the commons in our colleague in any country. Or at the same time that in some country that they come here as the team, so we can work that. I think that we must go on that with the consortium or cluster in different environmental common interests.
Wow, that's good, and especially like the international network that we already have, and also moving towards our future. And Professor Metta, she's the one who set up, or one of the founder of the Reinventing University program. She has been working with us, with me, and with our administrative team of the Reinventing University program. She has seen a lot, or we have tried our ways, Kasetsart University's way, and also paving the way for our younger generation especially. As a senior professor of Kasetsart University, what would you like to leave the message for our research community and also our younger researchers to look at you or to follow your footsteps? Please.
Okay, I think in our university, to go further very fast, maybe we need the support from the very strong team like this. So in this case, I think we cannot work just only one or just only the same similar groups as that we do in the past. But what we need to do is that we need to combine and work as groups of the people and join some interest together, and then we
And
can
more
move.
integration.
Yeah, this will be very good in the future. So in this case, we can push the university to the higher level faster. So by the support from the rising star like this, and also the team of the administrator of the university, and we will move to this kinds of the point that we can improve our university within very short period. I hope that.
And you are going to be the one who backing up and supporting.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, for the rising star. And would you like to have some comments or suggestions as like the young Ajahn, young faculty members who join the Reinventing University program? What would you like to see for the future, for the similar programs like this or a better program beyond this?
Yes, in my opinion, first of all, I would like to thank you to invented this program, because for me being as a lecturer here, I think it's very good opportunity to do the research abroad and try to get the new knowledge, and also try to learn the new knowledge and the new technique to teach our students as well. And also for this program, there are many activities to do that. For example, outbound and also inbound, and also conference like this. For me, I think it's all the perspective of academic thing that we can do, and I just want you to keep going this track and
Yes.
for every year.
Okay. How about Sudathip?
Thank you, the Reinventing University program, for having this event. I mean, it's not only support the faculty members to have the international collaboration by either inbound or outbound, or even the conference program, but I think the better thing that the program could do more is about supporting the student for not only about research specialization, but also about the cultural thing, because I mean that to make the connection for long term is not only about the research, about the science, but it's about the common interest that we need to admit that everyone doesn't have the science in life 100%, right? When we have the common thing that we can generalize more, it could be better for the long term. And also, I think that what the Kasetsart University can do more is about knowing that what is our university lack of, by learning from the faculty members or the professor that's coming here. And I know that Kasetsart University, everyone, I mean, try to support all the faculties in our university to do better job always. So I think that's the most important thing for me.
Okay, so this program is like the supporting and facilitating for what you have eyeing for or would like to go for. So it can make things like a little bit easier. And the last comment from Dr. Kornsorn, like in the middle management towards a senior very soon. What we like to leave the message for our research community, like how much effort that we have to put in, and what we like to see for the future of our research community, and trying to encourage our youngest researchers.
In this case, I first would like to bring the message from the King Lama V that they always say, he always say that, so we share or send the people to go abroad to learn, but not to be the foreigners in that country. So we hope that the people, when come back to Thailand, or in this case come back to Kasetsart University, we establish, will create us to be the host of the world, to drive our country or drive university to globally and to the excellent universities. So I hope the Reinventing program is come to be the facilitator and the driver to send our staff or student to learn and be here to establish ourselves to more strength, to more driver and effectiveness. And I hope that next future we will be the host for the world, for the country, for any continents. And everyone must know Kasetsart University to be here, and everyone must all have a dream to come here to learn like our facilities. So I hope the Reinventing program will drive like this. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. That's all impressive messages from our researchers who joined the Reinventing University program. It is just the beginning of the program. After we have run this program for 1.5 years, we have sent more than 100 researchers abroad. And as well, we have visiting professor coming to Kasetsart University. extending to the postdoctoral fellows. This event really creates the international research atmosphere for Kasetsart University, and certainly it extends our collaboration to other universities to different parts of the world. This is the key message that we would like to leave for our Kasetsart University research community, that we have to keep working forward, moving forward. For what we have done, the output and the outcome will certainly reflect to our future. It is not only the university ranking, but what would we like to do the best is for improve the well-being of Thai people, to create the better life quality for our younger generations. Thank you very much for the 4 researchers that are representative of our Reinventing University program of Kasetsart University. Thank you very much, Professor Metta, Dr. Chatchalerm, Dr. Sudathip, and Dr. Kornsorn. ขอบคุณมากครับ